1978, the band The Who released a song called Who Are You? In 2025, we don't have to ask that anymore because scientists can now identify who you are with 95% accuracy using Wi Fi signals that just bounce off of your body. Are y'all ready for this? Thank you for tuning into Game Changer TV. I'm your host, Terry Lynn, and this is the channel where every day we're telling it like it is. Today is July 31st, 2025, and we are literally about to be living in a Twilight episode, a sci-fi movie, a Stephen King novel. This is about to get crazy. So there's a new technology called Wi-Fi. We're going to talk about this. So it's been in the news for the last week, 2 days, 3 days ago. Wi-Fi quietly turns Wi-Fi into a surveillance tool that sees through walls. Wi-Fi can track you now thanks to Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is a biometric tool. The potential and controversies of Wi-Fi technology. Humans can be tracked with unique fingerprint based on how their bodies block Wi-Fi. Now, who developed Wi-Fi technology? A university out of Rome, Italy. I typed in, would Who Wi-Fi be used to enforce government compliance? Yes. Who Wi-Fi and government compliance? It says, therefore, it is possible that Wi-Fi could be used for government compliance activities, particularly in surveillance-related scenarios like security or access control, where identifying individuals without their active participation might be desired. In conclusion, while not its current primary purpose, the technical capabilities of Wi-Fi suggest that it could be used to enforce government compliance in certain situations. Now, if you think it can be utilized in certain situations by the government, don't you think it's going to be utilized in all? You think they're going to give you a foot of freedom? From July 29, 2025, your body can be fingerprinted and tracked with Wi-Fi signals. A new system developed by researchers in Rome, Italy can identify specific people and their locations with 95% accuracy. This is almost like license plate readers for the human body. You know how if you get on the interstate, your license plate can be tracked all the way down I-95 or I-20 or wherever, and they'll know exactly where your car hit. Well, this Wi-Fi will be able to identify specific people and their locations with 95% accuracy. Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi refers to a new AI powered system. You know, the same AI system that Trump just unleashed unregulated? Wi-Fi refers to a new AI powered system that uses Wi Fi signals for biometric identification and tracking. Developed by researchers at, I don't know how to say it, in University in Rome, Italy, this system can identify individuals by analyzing how their bodies disrupt Wi Fi signals. Are y'all ready for this? Wi-Fi is building a trap with AI. Scientists prove Wi-Fi signals can be used to track you from location to location. A team of researchers has proposed Wi-Fi, a new technique that uses Wi-Fi signals to track a subject, a human being, from one location to another. Researchers in Italy developed Wi-Fi, a biometric tracking method using Wi-Fi signal distortions caused by individuals to create unique identifiers. This deep learning-based technology enables accurate person re-identification with up to 95.5% accuracy, offering a privacy-preserving alternative for continuous surveillance without relying on visible features. Y'all hear them selling this as a good thing? There are many ways to track a human, but researchers in Italy have devised a new method that involves creating a biometric marker for people based on how their body distorts Wi Fi signals. Now, what if you get put on an enemy of the state list, which I know I'm on? I've done a whole video on that, how everything that happened to me in 2012. But look at this. The idea is that Wi-Fi could be used in video surveillance to maintain constant tracking of a person without having to use any obvious identifiers such as items, clothing, features, etc. Means if you dip into a little alley and change your clothes or put on a wig or put on sunglasses, it's not going to conceal who you are. I just stopped the computer for a minute to look up something on my phone. Wi-Fi can see through walls, so I just asked my phone, could it see through clothes? And it said not in a traditional kind of setting, but I was just thinking if this is bouncing off of you and how your body blocks the internet signals, if there was some kind of technology that they could recreate what that looked like, because if it can see through walls, it can see through clothes. And I'm thinking naked body scanners. But continuous monitoring, wait till we get into this. Wi-Fi signals could be used to uniquely identify individuals. Wi-Fi complements biometric prompting privacy fears. The technology uses existing Wi-Fi networks to sense human presence and movement. So if you think you're going to go hide out in the woods, wait till we get into this. The researchers claim the system delivers 95.5 accuracy in identifying people even under different environmental conditions. Now, this is coming out of Rome, Italy.
Researchers at La Sapienza University of Rome have developed a method they say can re-identify individuals based solely on how their bodies disrupt Wi-Fi signals. They have named it Wi-Fi. The technique is more powerful and less invasive than biometric systems that rely on faces, fingerprints, or mobile devices. And unlike fixed location cameras or scanners, it can track individuals across any space covered by a Wi-Fi network. The core insight is that as a Wi-Fi signal propagates through an environment, its waveform is altered by the presence of objects and people along its path. These alterations contain rich biometric information. Although promising from a technical perspective, Wi-Fi-based re-identification raises significant ethical concerns. Unlike cameras, which are visible and identifiable, Wi-Fi signals are pervasive and typically go unnoticed. Critics argue that persistent tracking, especially when it occurs without a subject's knowledge or consent, could open the door to new forms of covert surveillance. Subscribe.
Could Wi-Fi technology be covertly used to enforce government compliance? Wi-Fi technology, which can identify individuals based on how their bodies disrupt Wi-Fi signals, could potentially be used for covert government compliance enforcement, raising serious privacy and ethical concerns. Yes or no? Could Wi-Fi be used in policing? Yes, there is a potential for Wi-Fi to be used in policing as a surveillance method. 24/7 surveillance off of Wi-Fi. Could Wi-Fi be installed on light poles? These smart light poles? Yes, it is possible to install Wi-Fi or other Wi-Fi infrastructure on light poles. I typed in answer yes or no. Has Wi-Fi been installed on these smart light poles? I did 4 or 5 videos on these smart light poles that are listening. Yes, Wi-Fi has been installed on some smart light poles, primarily in the context of smart city initiatives to provide public internet. So, internet on the street so they can monitor you. I typed in answer yes or no. Has Wi-Fi been installed on smart streets? It depends on how smart streets are being defined. Many smart city initiatives are integrating Wi-Fi into street infrastructure. Streets spying on you, street light spying on you, your home Wi-Fi spying on you, your smart meter spying on you, 24/7 surveillance by your body's fingerprint everywhere you go, that the government can specifically follow a certain person everywhere. Many smart city initiatives are integrating Wi-Fi into street infrastructure like streetlights and kiosks and provide public access and support city services. For example, the city of Dallas, Texas plans to include public Wi-Fi access at bus stops as part of its SM Right Smart City initiative. However, the extent and availability of Wi-Fi on these streets can vary greatly depending on the specific city and the stage of the smart city deployment. Answer yes or no. Has Wi-Fi been installed on smart appliances? Smart TVs, smart refrigerators, smart washing machines, smart dishwashers? Yes. Many smart appliances like refrigerators, ovens, washing machines, dishwashers come with built-in Wi-Fi connectivity. Answer yes or no. Could drones be used with Wi-Fi? How a drone could interact with Wi-Fi. If a drone is equipped with Wi-Fi and connects to a network where a Wi-Fi agent is installed, it could theoretically be detached and its anonymous presence and Wi-Fi usage contribute to the overall analytics collected by Wi-Fi. Drones. Imagine drones following you around with Wi-Fi technology on. How hard will it be to hide from a drone? Wi-Fi radiation as a spy. New Wi-Fi technology detects people without cameras. The highlighted gray part says Wi-Fi can identify people within a Wi-Fi area with an accuracy of 95.5%. So you think you're going to hide in a crowd of people? It's still going to be able to identify you. Many people believe they can avoid surveillance by staying away from smartphones, cameras, or smartwatches. However, Italian researchers have developed a system that can identify individuals within a Wi-Fi area without using any cameras, fundamentally challenging that assumption. Useful, but with risk for unwanted surveillance. And y'all, that reminded me of the movie Conspiracy Theory from 1997 with Mel Gibson and Julia Roberts. If you have not seen it, go find it. It's not on YouTube. The full video is not on YouTube. They've taken it down. It shows all the conspiracy theories. It shows MK Ultra. But this scene is not a scene. For whatever reason, it steals, and they're playing music in the background. But the scene that I'm going to show you is Mel Gibson, who was an MK Ultra unknowing person, is being hunted by the government, and he didn't know he was MK Ultra. He's being hunted by the government for the newsletters that he's sending out to 5 people. And in this scene, he's at a bookstore and he's buying a copy of the book Catcher in the Rye. And the government is watching him in real time make this purchase. And while he's still in the store, they're deploying military and helicopters to go and get him at the exact moment where they know where he's at buying this book. Watch this. Y'all need to go get this movie. So he's paranoid and doesn't understand why he's paranoid, but he didn't know that he was an unknowing subject in MK Ultra. And he thinks he's losing his mind. Well, as he's in the store buying this book, they show the government with their headphones and their surveillance, and they're like, there he is, he's at this bookstore and he's buying this. As soon as they rang him up, they knew, and they deployed the military and helicopters on him quicker than anything. And the whole downtown was filled with military black helicopters because they had been looking for him. So imagine the whole street being fitted with smart technology, smart lights, smart streets, and identifying you up and down the sidewalk. Unreal. Like Will Smith's movie, Enemy of the State, what's going to happen when you become an enemy of the state? And they're able to identify you off Wi-Fi waves. That Wi-Fi is going to be on everything. Y'all go get this movie. Like I said, it's not on YouTube anymore. Who are you? Who? The government is going to know who you are before the stranger that you meet to try to be friends with. So I just wanted to bring this to y'all. The Bible says, who can make war with the beast? The beast system, cage, prison system, open air prison system is being built all around us. Keep your heart on Jesus. Keep your eyes ever towards the Lord. Do not look to the left or to the right, because we don't want to move in fear and submit to their system. Keep your face set like a flint on what your convictions are and do not move from it. Forced mandatory compliance is coming. But Peter in the Bible said we must obey God rather than man. I love y'all. Thank you for watching.